Okay, today our read aloud is Mama Built a Little Nest. The author is Jennifer Ward. Illustrator is Steve Jenkins. So remember, the author writes the words and the illustrator draws the pictures. Now this is it's a storybook, and it's also going to teach us about different birds' nests. So when you guys are going outside and you're playing, pay attention, see if you see any birds. I'm starting to see birds build nests right now. So Mama built a little nest. Okay, trying to get it lined up where you guys can see the illustrations really good. Mama built a little nest inside a sturdy trunk. She used her beak to tap, 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 the perfect place to bunk. So this bird is building a tree hole nest, also known as a cavity nest, and they're created by both the male and female woodpeckers. So remember, the males are the boys, females are the girls. Mama built a little nest, a cup so weak and snug. Oops, I messed up. Let me do that again. Mama built a little nest, a cup so wee and snug, with walls of moss and a roof of sky and silky cobweb rug. So the hummingbird makes the smallest cup-shaped nest. It uses spider web so that the little nest will stretch as the little baby chicks grow, which I think that is really cool. Mama built a little nest. Well, actually, she didn't. She found one that another had made, and then she laid me in it. So I see 3 blue eggs, which are robin's eggs, and then here's an egg that does not match. So this bird right here, not all birds build nests. The cowbird, the white and the cuckoo find a nest built by another bird, and then they lay their eggs in it, and then they fly away, leaving their eggs in the care of the bird who built the nest. So she laid her eggs, and then she left. Mama built a little nest. My daddy helped out too. They placed my egg upon his feet, and that's where I hatched and grew. So the emperor penguin uses a living nest, the father penguin. The father uses his beak to roll the mother's egg on his feet quickly so it doesn't freeze, and he's very careful so it doesn't break. There it stays buried under his tummy folds for about 60 days, warm and protected. Mama scraped a simple nest upon a craggy ledge. She tucked me safe within her wings until my time to fledge. Certain birds, like the falcon, create a nest called a scrape on a high cliff edge. The mother and father might scrape away at the edge, creating a small indentation. So an indentation is like a little hole, and so that's what these birds did. Daddy built a little nest, and then he built another, and another, and another, hoping to impress my mother. Many birds, like wrens, a male cactus wren builds several dome-shaped nests to attract a female. If impressed, the female will choose one and then continue to add to its structure. Remaining nests might be used as resting places by the father, and many also serve as decoys to confuse predators. Ooh, I'm hearing some really good vocabulary words in there. A decoy, so that's like a fake place to confuse them. Okay, this is the one that was on our cover. Mama built a little nest. She used her beak to sew a woven nest of silky grass, the perfect place to grow. This is called a weaver bird, and she created a detailed woven nest by sewing and weaving nesting materials together. They pull grasses and fiber over and under, around and through, using only their beak and their feet. Mama built a little nest by digging out a burrow. It was a hoot, our little home, a safe and feathery furrow. So this is the burrowing owl nest. They nest underground in a burrow nest. It can dig its own burrow, or it uses an abandoned burrow created by another mammal. Mama built a little nest. She gathered twigs that float and placed them on the water to create a cozy boat. These are, I think you pronounce it greebies, created a floating nest on the water and anchor it to water plants. She's got her floating nest in there, and then these plants are ones that are growing in the water to keep it in place. Mama built a little nest. She made it on the ground, a simple nest, not very soft, with pebbles, smooth and round. Okay, many shorebirds, so birds that live by the ocean, they scrape nests on the ground. Their eggs often have colors and patterns to help camouflage them with their environment. Can you find the egg in this picture? Daddy built a little nest. Now don't gross out. Let me read that again. Daddy built a little nest. Now don't gross out, with spit. Who would have thought that spit would make the perfect place to sit? The swiftlet makes an edible nest using tube-shaped saliva. So saliva is another word for spit, which hardens in the air. Swiftlet nests are used in bird's nest soup, a Chinese delicacy. Mama built a sealed nest within an old tree's hollow. My daddy left a little hole to pass her food to swallow. The hornbill makes a cavity nest inside a tree hollow. So remember, the woodpecker also makes that kind of nest. But theirs is a little different. So the female stays inside, the girl stays inside, and the male stays outside. Both birds use mud and droppings to seal the cavity. A small hole is left open, which the male uses to feed the female. She remains locked inside the nest to incubate their clutch. So incubate is keep their eggs warm. The clutch is the group of eggs. After the chicks have hatched, the female breaks out, helping the male feed and care for their new young from the outside until the chicks are old enough to leave the nest. Mama built a sturdy nest by stacking twigs up high, a breezy house upon a tree where talons blend with sky. The male and female bald eagle build a stick nest called an eyrie. By gathering and layer many sticks, their nests are among the largest of all bird nests, usually 5 to 6 feet in diameter and 2 to 4 feet high. So the diameter is the distance across the nest. And then how many? 2 to 4 feet high, 2 to 4 feet tall up in that tree. Mama built a little nest entirely out of mud. No feathery down, no soft green plants, just fuddy, muddy crud. The male and female flamingo build a mound-shaped nest on the ground using mud, in which the female lays just one egg. You have a nest of your very own, a place to rest your head with pillows and soft, cozy thoughts. Your nest is called a bed. The end. Okay. So what I want you to do, just to keep track of our read alouds, in your notebook, let's put today's date. And I want you to think of maybe your favorite bird from the story, and draw a picture of the bird and the nest. Okay, so today is the 2nd. and illustration box, and go ahead and draw your favorite bird, or maybe you have one in your yard that you've seen and you've noticed them building a nest, and you can show me there, and then write a sentence to tell me about it, or more than one sentence. You could write me a few. Okay, you could tell me what kind of bird and where they build the nest. And Momo is going nuts right now, so I think she must be excited about the birds. Ugh. So here is my big fat cat Momo. All right, you guys, so draw a picture of your favorite bird or your favorite part of the story, and I look forward to seeing it. Have mom or dad take a picture and send it to me, so I can see what you did.